Continuing on in this series I've been doing on the workshop, I'm going to talk briefly about this little box here. This is a little caddy that I have just on the one of the work surfaces. If you have seen my chest of drawer video, you may recognize this drawer. This is the same type of drawer that was used on the chest of drawers, which is this thing over here. And so this was actually the first drawer. It was sort of the prototype. I wanted to design one to see how it worked, but it's just made of pine material, pine scraps, and so it was not fancy enough to use in the actual piece. The actual chest of drawers has a lot of poplar. The drawers are made of poplar, and so but it has the same design characteristics, except this bottom is tacked on instead of slid in. But anyway, I kept this, didn't throw it away, and so I use it as sort of a little workshop caddy or work surface caddy. And we'll go into what's inside them next. Well, first thing you could probably see, you've got an eraser. Eraser is a good thing to keep inside this thing. Sometimes I also have a pencil in here, or a pencil that's easily grabbable. And but I've been doing a project recently. I finished Puzzle Box 2, and I'm now working on Puzzle Box 3, so it got lost. I have a bottle of glue. It's a good place to keep some glue here for projects. Usually I have a bigger bottle, but sometimes I need a little glue in just a hurry, so I'll use that. Different brushes for applying glue, or for applying water to a surface, or anything like these. Are just craft brushes, and so they're a good thing to have. I have a marker, a permanent marker. This is a container of water. There's a lot of times in the shop that you might need some water, either to clean something off, or during a glue up to clean the glue off that's run from your joints. Or just there's a lot of reasons, and so I just keep a container of water. And because I'm in the garage, and in the garage here there's no sinks, and so if I need water I have to go back in the house, and it's just so much easier to have something already here. I have a packet of paper. Sometimes I don't have my my design book with me, and so I need some paper. It's a great way to have some paper, some additional paper. There's always a pencil sharpener in here for sharpening pencils. I also, if you remember and have you seen the video, there's a pencil sharpener always in the Dutch chest as well. And then I have a lot of stuff in here for glue ups. We have toothpicks for glue ups, and then a lot of little strips of wood. And these are great if you've watched other videos by other woodworkers. A lot of them like to have little strips around, and these are for applying glue. And and look what we have in the bottom. The bottom of this, pencils. These things are always getting away from you and getting lost, and so there's pencils in here, and there's a Band-Aid and some screws, and so there's just a lot of. This is a nice little wedge to use. It's just things to keep nearby when you need them on a project. Two additional items that I have in here. This is a block of wood that I started years ago. This is glue, some toothpicks in here. Just every time I glue, I put more glue on here, and then I work off of this with a brush or with the little pieces of wood, and use that, and that stays in here. And then I have some painter's tape. Painter's tape is great for sometimes a clamp. Sometimes you need to tape something down. I work with wax paper sometimes, or butcher's paper, to protect a surface from the glue, because of course it doesn't react with the glue. It doesn't stick, and so sometimes I will use tape to tape the wax paper on. So the little caddy is used a lot for assemblies, especially at the bench where this is used. And that is my work surface work project caddy.